Eadweard Muybridge. He was quite the eccentric personality. His claim to fame was a photographic method where he set up a row of cameras along a track, each one connected to a tripwire. As a horse ran past, it would break the tripwires one by one, triggering each camera in rapid succession. This produced a series of photographs, a time study of how the horse moved. He developed this method in response to a bet with Leland Stanford. The question was simple but controversial. Did all four hoofs of the horse ever leave the ground at the same time? From that point forward, Muybridge continued his photographic experiments with humans and other animals, and his motion studies still serve as useful references for animators and artists to this day. That history is part of what inspired me to develop Muybridge Machine. Muybridge Machine is a very simple website that lets you take any image arranged in a grid, ideally a motion study sequence, and turn it into both an animated GIF and an image sequence to download. You can then use that sequence to create sprite strips or other types of animation in After Effects or any other motion graphics application. Before this, I used to create GIFs from Muybridge style motion grids in Photoshop demos, but the process was cumbersome. With Muybridge Machine, I'm able to automate that entire process now. Currently, the app is kind of rudimentary. Really, I would say right now it's more of a proof of concept. As I use it, I do notice things to improve, but that should be easy with vibe coding. I do have a whole range of interface ideas that I'll probably make at some point. But here's how it currently works. You can choose a file, in this case, an image of a character throwing a shot put. That image is laid out as a grid with 2 rows and 6 columns. So I enter 2 for the vertical value and 6 for the horizontal value. Then I select the select area button and drag to define the grid region I want to use. Once the grid is properly set, you've selected the sequence, you can generate the animation. You'll see a little preview of the animation itself, then you can export the GIF, and then there's another button that will let you generate the individual images for an image sequence. The main thing to remember is that this is in the early stages. There are some quirks. For example, if you disturb the image preview, once your grid is dialed in, the grid will shift. So I probably have to create some sort of lock for that. But really the spirit behind this whole project is all about vibe coding. And the general idea is if you have an idea, you can code it. For this, I use Windsurf, but there's new tools coming out every day. Don't hesitate to bring these ideas to reality, since vibe coding is such a powerful way to do so.